What is up, NFL Reactor Nation? We are back once again. This time with the NFL Week 11 preview. So without further ado, let's jump right in. A very strong New England Patriots team takes on the New York Jets. I think it is a no doubt chance that the New England Patriots take the dub in tonight's Thursday night football game. I mean, the Jets really don't stand a chance. I have a feeling this one could even be one of those blowout games, but we'll have to wait and see. Chargers versus Jaguars. Pretty big game here. We've got the Jaguars, who are in a middle-of-the-road spot right now after some tough losses. And the Chargers, great team this year. I think I gotta pick the Chargers to come away with the win. I have a feeling this is going to be a close game between these two. A lot of the Jaguars' wins or losses, and really any game in general, is a very close, high-scoring game. So I think this we're in for a good game here. Panthers versus Falcons. Last time these two teams met up, the Carolina Panthers shut out the Atlanta Falcons. Panthers are on a losing streak right now, but I think the Carolina Panthers will take the dub over the Falcons once again in this one. And the Falcons are just a very struggling team. I think the Panthers have it together more. They're in the hunt for the playoffs. The Falcons are kind of a rolling disaster. And yeah, Panthers take the dub. Commanders versus Dolphins in the Madrid game. Dolphins coming off a win over the Bills. The Commanders got drummed by the Lions last week. I think Dolphins take this one, because the Commanders without Jaden Daniels are no football team fit to play at all. And just the Dolphins, we've seen it, they have more significant wins, I guess you could say. And obviously, like I said, the Commanders aren't even fully healthy. So, yeah, gotta choose Dolphins in this one. Bengals versus Steelers. Last time these two teams met up, it was on Thursday Night Football. The Bengals came away with the win. I think the Steelers have been struggling a lot lately. I think it's going to be hard to get out of that. But I don't see the Bengals getting away with another one over the Steelers. So I take Steelers for the win in this one. And they move to 6-4. Buccaneers versus Bills. This one honestly could go either way, because the Bills, you never know when they're going to break down. And the Buccaneers, still a pretty strong team, but look at the amount of, that is not good for the Buffalo Bills. But it's hard to take one in this game. So matchup predictor has the Bills ahead. I feel like that should be a bit closer, but I am going to take the Bills in this one, because I have a feeling that the Bills are going to wake up after that loss. They usually do after their losses, and take a big dub. Bears versus Vikings. This one, another game that could go either way. Both teams have had, well, at least the Vikings have had a struggling season. Some of the Bears, a lot of their games have been very, very close. And the way Minnesota plays their offense, I think this could really get to the Bears. And I got to take Vikings for the win. This is a very, very close matchup, but I think the Vikings will pull it out and potentially a nail biter. Texans versus Titans. Texans are on the path to saving their season. They're on the road to recovery. After that horrible start to their season, they're actually doing pretty decent now. Got to take Texans for the win in this one. I think this time we will see a much better performance against the Titans than we saw the first time they played each other. Packers versus Giants. Giants fresh off of a head coach firing. I still don't think that gives them any chance. And the Packers, a struggling Packers team at that, take the dub. Seahawks versus Rams. Yet another what looks to be close game. This one's going to be hard to choose from. But there's matchup predictor. I don't think it is that far apart between these two teams. And I'm going to pick what appears to be the underdog here, the Seattle Seahawks, for the win. 49ers versus Cardinals. You never know what you're going to get out of this 49ers team. But I think they're safe against the Cardinals in this one to take a big W. Ravens versus Browns. Ravens also on the road to recovering their season. Lamar Jackson, once again questionable. That is a very, very bright red question mark for this Ravens team. I think even without Lamar, they still get it done against the Browns. And Chiefs versus Broncos. Broncos, another team. You never know what you're going to get out of them. A close game, a great game. You never really know. The Chiefs, though, with their struggles, I could see the Broncos pulling one out. So I'm taking the Broncos in this matchup. Lions versus Eagles. Eagles have had a few struggling weeks. Some way too close games for our defending Super Bowl champions, which is why I'm going to go out and pick the Lions here to take the dub. I think the Lions have a really great team this year. They've had some questionable losses, just like a lot of other big teams this season. And I think the way Philly has been these past few weeks, the Lions will be able to roll over them. Last but not least, we have a pretty mediocre Monday Night Football game. Cowboys versus Raiders. If I gotta pick Cowboys in this one. The Cowboys, I mean, the team, like I've said, puts in great work, but it just doesn't show on the field. And that's why they're 3-5-1. But they can still win some games. Anyways, guys, that is all for today's preview video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.